Marty Mealing, and welcome to my channel. I am cleaning out my fridge. I literally have pulled everything out. I have pulled all of the drawers out and I'm getting ready, washing them and getting them all clean. And yes, it is February and I still have my Christmas tree up because it brings me joy. That's another topic. But I decided that today was the day to do this because I need to go grocery shopping. And I wrote my top 3. So every day not every day, 90% of the days, right? I don't usually do my top 3 on the weekend. I try to do them every single weekday. Let's clarify. I'm gonna do another video on the top 3 because it has been revolutionary in me focusing on transitioning from hustle culture to heaven culture in giving myself space to get things done. One of the things that I have found is that I try to pack way too many things in my day, just rush and rush and rush and rush from one thing to the next thing, and then I'm snapping at my child. I am hustling through things that I shouldn't be hustling through, and it really steals all my peace. So I have really been focusing on not packing my days too full because that steals my peace and my joy. And I ain't got time for all that to be stolen. So my top 3. I write the top 3 things that I want to accomplish in my day. Now, some days I get all of them done. Some days I might get one. Again, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect at it, especially when I try to write like 3 big projects that I want to accomplish in my day on there. I'm learning. Again, grace. Grace is part of heaven culture. Yeah, absolutely. So today was writing, I absolutely have to go to the grocery store. I was looking in my fridge. What do we actually need? It was bad. Like, I don't have a before picture for you because I was looking in there to make my list and was like, wow, this is really terrible. I haven't cleaned my fridge, like deep cleaned it since, don't think I'm gross, my house isn't dirty, but I'm just gonna tell you, with all the things that I've had going probably since the summer when I was harvesting things from the garden, because then we went into Roundup prep and, you know, breast cancer surgery and all the things. So, grace. Hey, maybe the title of this should be Give Yourself Grace in Your Schedule and Homemaking, and you're gonna go a long way. I don't know, maybe that'll be the title. We'll see about that. I decided that today was the day to do the fridge. Pulled everything out, I'm washing everything, I'm drying everything, and then I'm going to go and check expiration dates, anything that's expired or that I bought for like, oh yeah, I think I want to try this, and then we didn't eat it, it's going. I am learning that having my home be in order brings me so much peace that I just don't have room for things that we're not using, that are, you know, I thought they were gonna be a good idea, but they're not a good idea. Things that are cluttering up my spaces have to go. They have to, because I don't have time to deal with the stress that brings me. Now, I'm learning all of these things about me in this journey, literally over the last months of really slowing down and taking inventory. I've been able to see like, oh, clutter drives me crazy, or having things out of place really like brings me out of a space of peace in my home that I'm just not willing to live with anymore. So one of my goals is to start getting all of the areas in order. Today it's the fridge. I'm also giving myself a lot of grace in that it's not gonna happen in a weekend, it's not gonna happen in a week, it's not gonna happen in a month. It might take me an entire year and then I get to start it all over again because we bring new things into the house, right? Holidays and birthdays, and I love to yard sale other people's junk. So that I need to take things out. But one of the things that I am absolutely learning about myself and my home is that I really want to get it in order because it brings me peace. Maybe that's you too. You're saying, yeah, I can relate to that. Having things in order does bring me more peace. And when I feel more peace in my home, then I am more productive. I have more patience. I am able to do the things that bring you joy. That's what I'm finding. So maybe you're there too. I want to encourage you in a couple of things that I have found to be helpful for my own heart in kind of starting these projects and processes. Is one, it's your home. So if it's not the fridge, like maybe your fridge doesn't bug you, or I don't know, whatever area it is in your house, let that be okay. You don't have to follow a specific clean out plan or a spring cleaning plan or whatever that looks like if you don't want to. Some people really thrive on having the direction of somebody saying, this is what I'm doing, come along on a journey with me. I am that way. Sometimes I really love, my brain is so full of other things that I just like being creative in other ways. It's just easier for me if somebody says, this week, clean out your fridge. Next week, clean out your closet, whatever. But if that's not you, don't try to like fit into that box. You were created with your unique personality, your unique traits, because that's how you were designed. And we need that in this world. I know for my own heart, there's been a lot of times that I have tried to fit myself into somebody else's mold because I thought that like I could see them having success in that area, and I so desperately wanted to have success in that area that I tried to essentially become who they were and what they were doing. And that doesn't work. It didn't work. It doesn't work. Please don't do that. We need you. We need who you were created to be. So give yourself grace in knowing a schedule or a checkoff box or something like that doesn't bring you joy, then don't check the darn box. For me, I like it. It brings me joy. I like to see what I've accomplished and be able to really have that like hit, like that rush of like checked off. So that's why I do that. My second tip is stop looking at Pinterest. To have grace in your own home, stop looking at Pinterest. Now, I love me some Pinterest. I've got lots of different boards for lots of different areas. But here's the reality of it all. We have lives. And so sometimes Pinterest just needs to be your inspiration or a place to go from instead of it needing to look like that all of the darn time. Okay? Like, I mean, hello. We've got, say hi, buddy.
Hi. We found some treasures in here.
We did! We found some treasures. What are you eating?
I just finished eating turkey sandwich and my mom's delicious dill pickles.
Yeah, we made those, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was delicious.
We made those this year. That was fun. That was really, really fun. But all I'm saying is like, Pinterest perfect is a lie. I'm gonna save another again for the people in the back. Pinterest perfect is a lie. So get inspiration, maybe get some ideas about how to organize your fridge or some cool bins to buy off Amazon or whatever that looks like for you, but it doesn't have to be the end all be all final say on how you should run your home or your life. Okay? Run your home and your life in a way that brings you peace and joy. That's what really matters in your home. Little confession. I forgot how these came out. So I don't think this is right yet. Just like real life for you. If you're gonna tackle your fridge, maybe take them out in a certain order instead of just haphazardly like pulling them out like I did. That might help you get everything back in a little bit smoother. I finished. Now, it did take me a couple hours. Okay, it did. I'm not gonna lie, because it needed so much work, but my goal now is to keep it where when I get groceries on a weekly basis, I will be doing a wipeout. so it doesn't take so long every time. I'm gonna show you. Do you guys want to see it? I mean, I think you want to. Here should be super pretty, organized, cleaned fridge, ready to be filled. My last little tip that I have is to start. This did take me a couple of hours. It really did. It became like a whole thing that I wasn't really expecting for my day, but sometimes the best things happen that way. And if you're like, okay, I don't have hours to clean out my fridge today, okay, well, could you clean one drawer or one shelf? Or like just go through the food that may or may not be outdated or like growing hairy mold in the back of the fridge. Could you start there? Maybe it doesn't have to be the entire deep clean scrub out. Today I had the time. With Jackson homeschooling, we weren't leaving the house for a while, so I knew I had the time, so I dove into it. But give yourself grace in all of that as well. One of the things that I have found in reflection is that I tend to be an all or nothing person instead of a just start person. And when I don't, instead of just being like, okay, well, one shelf or cleaning out the food that's out of date or the nasty leftovers and letting that be enough, is that I tend to be like, well, if I can't do all of it, I'm not doing any of it. Well, that doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve my family. Transitioning from the hustle culture to the heaven culture, it doesn't. That is a lack of mindset of, well, you know, it has to be this certain way. When it doesn't. Who says that it has to be that way? Our crazy expectations of what we think we have to get done? No. So I want to encourage you to start. I want to encourage you to love your home, love running your business. It's worth taking the time to figure out what really makes you tick, what really satisfies you, what really brings you joy, and then implementing those things. Today it was a fridge. I don't know if it's an actual fridge for you today or something else, but I actually kind of would love to hear what's an area in your home that you can give yourself grace with and that you're gonna start on. So I would love to hear, where are you gonna start? Because maybe if you typing it in the comments below helps you get going and helps hold you accountable so that we can like cheer each other on, then let's do it. So where are you gonna start? Thank you for joining me on this crazy journey that we're starting. If you have liked this video, I'm gonna ask you to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That helps me as I'm getting going for other people to find me that this might encourage as well. I'm just so thankful that you hung out. Don't forget, tell me where you're starting in the comments below. I hope that you have the best today ever.